I don't even care if this fucking shit, ends up being copyrighted. We're blasting music up tonight. We're blasting it tonight, that's for sure. Shit's too off for me right now. Yeah. Do 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 do. Yeah, there we go. Oh, got this feeling. Got this feeling. Oh, no, got this feeling. Oh, no. Oh, got this feeling. Oh, no. This feeling. We're Bonin and the Bonin. I'm Bonin. Dude, these fucking bass licks are way too fucking hard, dude. There's something about Norman Fisher, dude. Dude, Norman Fisher and his fucking amazing bass licks. Dude, Norman Fisher is like probably one of legitimately like the top 15 bassists of all time. Oh, honestly, arguably for me, at least top 5. But at least globally of all time, at least top 15. But dude, Norman Fisher, man. Dude, these bass licks out. Dude, the bass licks out of fucking Norman Fisher are just so fucking like thick, solid, and juicy. I mean, even in their simplicity too, it's just like, ooh, fucking love it, dude. I'm bone, yeah. Just a fun little song. Kind of wish what happened with Phil a little bit earlier tonight, because I guess there was like some sort of emergency that like Michelle and Ed had to kind of take care of because they were the KJs tonight. And I'm a little saddened, a little saddened by that. I mean, I don't mind it because I mean I'm close friends with him, but it's just like it's a little sad face moment. This had like 2 other songs laid out and ready to go, and I kind of got a little blue balled. So I'm just hoping whoever is the KJ for tomorrow, I have a strong feeling it's probably Marissa. I'm going to ask her, be like, hey, is it okay if I, like, do, like, an extra song or 2? Because, I mean, honestly, like, I felt a little cock-blocked, honestly. A little bit. I love Ed, but, I mean, considering, his lifestyle and what he has to do, I mean, with his, wife and all that shit, like, I totally get it. I understand it. And from what it sounded like, the medical emergency was probably with one of their animals, I think, if I had to take a guess. One of them was having an issue, and the person babysitting them called them up and me like, yo, there's an issue. And they're like, yo, we got a medical emergency. So I'm hoping, honestly, at the end of the day, that's all that it was. It was just like, maybe something that's kind of benign and doesn't have to do with any of them. Because if it had to do something with them, then I really feel sorry. Because I'm just like, could I have like 2 or 3, 4 fucking songs or something? It's like, yeah, could I have that as the wrap up type of thing? And like, I guess. And this is what was going on the entire time. It's like, that would be kind of sad. But all in all, I mean, I like I said, I don't blame him. That happens a lot, to be frank. I mean, it's one of those things with bars and shit, right? Sometimes the KJ just got shit going down, and they just need to, like, deal with that shit immediately or whatever the fuck, or maybe it's like the last ride home and they need to take that ride or whatever. Like, whatever it is, like, I totally get it. I've been, at this bar for KJ, not KJ, but like, karaoke and stuff for like over a year now, to where like I kind of get the routine and shit like that, so it's not really that big of a deal. Man, it's times like this that I kind of really wish that Streamlabs to be compatible with this fucking phone that I'm using right now. Because I'm not even gonna lie, I would be doing like at least 3 or 4 karaoke's right about now. At least probably like the second or third one at this point. Because only having one song kind of felt like a little bit of a cock block. I'm just like, I don't feel like my angst and energy for like singing has been let out. Hate it. It's bullshit. And this is another thing where I'm just like looking at YouTube really quick right about now and being like, can you motherfuckers like legit have a screen share ability? Because, dude, I honestly bet YouTube would have like such a strong YouTube Shorts like kind of thing if they had screen share abilities, especially for like the the vertical shit. Dude, I don't even care if I'm like up here or whatever the fuck. If I have like a little screen share where I can like look at shit, at least on YouTube alone, dude, I'll be so happy. Because that's all I care about. It's like, yeah, you can watch stuff on your YouTube history or like your playlists, blah, blah, blah. It's like, dude, that'd be amazing. Oh, I would love the fuck out of that. I mean, legitimately, but nope. YouTube, can you get on that, honestly? I know Wajiki isn't a thing anymore. She literally died recently because of lung cancer. But you know what? Her soul and her essence lives in YouTube. It will permanently, forever be in the soul and the essence of YouTube. As far as I'm concerned, every time YouTube has a problem, I always blame Wajiki. Fuck Wajiki. I always blame her. Like, whenever it comes to YouTube's bullshit, I always blame Wajiki. So her soul has pretty much, embedded herself into this, in the embodiment of YouTube. So as far as I care, you know, she has to answer for this, post-mortem or otherwise. She could literally be cremated, a rotting corpse that is slowly but surely turning into a skeleton right now. I don't care. She has to answer for it. I don't care who the CEO is right now. Bo Funk right there. Fox. Oops. Turn him off. It's time to be the nefarious doctrine. No more boys will be boys. Please, shows. Continue chaos, bushes only dies. Oh, blubber dies. Oh, blubber dies. Flash. Fuck Fox. Turn him off. Really? This song had to be next? Really? Seriously? Pilgrim Justice in 1992. Witches drown, rock sacks, baby. Sinners is removed. Those were the good old days. And those were the good old days. Look back over the book and bring them back again. Cause we're pro-life. We're pro-life. We're pro-life. We're pro-life. Life. Taliban, USA. Taliban, USA. Taliban, USA. Before the sun goes up, let's about and pray. Writing Bibles and a flag, the Taliban and US affair. You. We're pro-life. We're pro-life. Life. Doggo, why are you hanging out over there? You don't want to sit in this chair over here for yourself? Oh! Doggo, come here. Wow, what a little shit. Zillion, kill the young. Zillion, kill the young. Zillion, kill the young. Doctors hung. Do 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 do. It's a dirty secret in the streamless land. Family values, mom hates kids. Unborn child is sacred. The ones that born to hell with them. The Lord drives the big girl mom. Doctors all guns, their guns. Nobody's looking fights for you. Like dogs with hot bombs, in baseball bands. Knock the yours of in your face. And this is in photographs. That's time to be and greed. I'm taking that's you. What is it? Dead or alive? That doesn't exist too. What about life? What about life? What about life? What about life? Zukov, come here. Buddy. Life! Oh, what about life? What's the fuck gonna get if you die? Come on. Come here. Really? Wow, what a little shithole, dude. You want to sit and hang out on a fucking chair, but yet you refuse to hang out on this chair over here. Fuck you. Little shit. What a little shit, dude. Really? He's taking the fattest little nap over there, bro. Come on, dude. Really? You don't want to hang over here and take a fat nap? Oh my good fucking lord, bro. He's taking a fatty fucking nap right now. And honestly, it legit is pretty fucking durable. But, bruh. I should be doing that little cute little cuddly, buggly, sweet little stromboli, little cuddle over here. But yeah, he won't. He loves attention. He loves, snuggles and cuddles, but he's kind of weirdly, picky about it. Like, he doesn't want it, he loves, to be cuddled up like a little lap dog, but he is kind of weirdly picky about it. And right now, he looks like a cuddle dog where he wants to be the biggest little cuddle boy in the world, but he just wants to, hang off and do his own thing. I mean, Sukov is a little weird like that. Where he wants to be a little cuddle boy, but he wants to be cuddled with himself, and that's it. And there's times where he wants to cuddle with me. It's like, I love you, Dad. Please, give me loves. He'll do shit like that. Where he'll, want to fucking go at my arm or at my hand and be like, he'll just do shit like that. He won't be aggressive. He'll just be like, I love you. I just want you to be in my presence and I want to mark my turf. All right, mark my turf. That's basically it. It's so absurd. I love him. But, oh my God, I wish he would just, be legitimately aggressive and fucking fight me sometimes. Because every now and then, I will, like, deal with him and be like, fight me, bitch. I want you to be aggressive and fight me. Because he would do some shit where I'm just like, look, you didn't really do nothing wrong, but I want you to fight me and honestly rebel against me a little bit. More so than just, like, wandering off and sneaking away from me and then sneaking food or some shit. I want you to fucking, like, aggressively fight me. He never will. He never does that shit. I bet if I went up to him right now, he would just literally sit there in that little croissant ball that he's in right now, swing that tail, be like, oh my god, my dad is next to me. And his tail will just do that, and that's it. He was just like, give me belly rubs, daddy. That's all he would do. That's all he would ever do. I guarantee it. Because funny enough, I do have to at least, do a little pee-pee real quick. So, let's see if that ends up being the case. I guarantee it will. Yep. Tail is going bump. Look at you. Oh my god. Look at, oh, it's so cute. Come on, baby. Let's go. Pop. Whoa. What? Why are you over there? Bruh, get over here. I was hoping he would follow me, but I guess not. Really, dude? I know I should have just picked him up. Just like, just picked him up. Just bring him over. Wow. Really, bro? Get over here. Buddy. Hey. Get over here. Hey. Come here. I don't get why he just sits there. Why do you fucking sit there, bro? Can you just fucking be over here and just curl up like a cute little ball like you always do? Like, come on, dude. I mean, seriously. Damn. And he locked the fucking launch room again on himself. Wow. Shocker. Why I'm not surprised on that. Wow. Wow. I wish I knew what was doing there right now. Because I guarantee you, it is some silly shit. It's probably curled up in like the biggest, silliest little ball right now. And I bet it legitimately is pretty adorable. I just kind of wish I was able to see it. Because I'll show it off, but he locked himself in that fucking bitch. So, that's his fault. Not mine. I can hear you in there, and you don't want to show yourself off. Jerk. What a little douche. He's a little douche. Because I know he's being like a curled up little ball of sweetness right about now, and he just is locked himself in that bitch. Why is he so into the fucking laundry room? That's the one thing I don't get. I found him locked in my fucking bathroom before. Light off and light on, too. Like, I mean, he'll be in my bathroom pitch black, and there's no way for him to get out outside of the door that he literally closed on himself. I don't get it. I really don't get him. He just, does he love a cave? This is just love being like, I'm isolated in the cave and I'm closing myself off. I was sleeping here because I love it. It's a cave. What is it? I don't get it. It has to be like, it's a cave and I'm sleeping in it. It's scent and all that shit that's in this little cave. And I want to close it off for myself. I mean, is that it? I mean, because I really don't get it when it comes to this dog, dude. I really honestly don't understand it. He's a little homunculus and a little freak. Would you get out of the fucking laundry room, little shit? No. I didn't even hear a little pat in the door. Nothing. I bet he's like passed out and sleeping there. What turd? What a turd. That's a perfect lap to just hang out in. But nope. Just nope. I can hear him doing something in there, but I just can't see him. It's like, what the fuck? What a goof. What a little goofball. Anyway, I don't want to like distract myself too much from my doggo. There's actually kind of a little something funny that was kind of like, sticking in my mind all day, to be honest, because I saw a little clip of. On one hand, like, okay, this is kind of a little weird, because on one hand, I don't give a fuck about this, but on the other hand, I kind of do just because of how hilarious it is. Because on one hand, it's like this whole, like, I don't know if anyone's noticed or not, at least when it comes to like the very surface level political bullshit or whatever's been going on lately, but like lately, there's been this weird fucking hyper, like, what does Taylor Swift have to say? Taylor Swift, oh my god, what's she got to say? Does she endorse who? Like, there's all this, like, fucking shit about her and whatever the fuck. But, because recently she endorsed Kamala, apparently, last Tuesday, whatever the fuck, I saw, like, a clip of Megyn Kelly, going off about it, and I don't even understand what the fuck these conservatives are even about anymore. I'm just going to be, putting it right off the bat right there. Because, like, she was so angry and melting down and being like, look, I don't even give a shit anymore. Fuck these bitches. And blah, blah, blah. And, like, she was going so off about, like, oh, well, this Taylor Swift, endorsed Kamala with her cat. Being childless and like, dude, she was just, I don't even know, bro. Dude, she was going fucking legit, like, unhinged mode, bro. It was insane. It was honestly, like, legitimately insane. And I'm thinking here to myself, like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with all of you motherfuckers? Like, seriously, what is wrong with these conservatives lately? Do they just, like, do they honestly, is it all they got? It's like, oh, yeah, there's, like, women that happen to be childless and have, like, cats and dogs or whatever the fuck. And does it have to play a role into what Trump was doing recently at that debate stage of, like, oh, you got these migrants eating cats and dogs, folks. Cats and dogs. Cats, dogs, and geese, folks. They're being eaten up. They're being eaten alive. Alive, folks, right in front of your face in Springfield, Ohio. Aribidua, folks. Is that, like, seriously, is that what the fuck is going on lately? Like, Jesus, like, what is our politics? Like, can we just honestly be, blunt? What the fuck is our politics lately? Like, seriously. Like, we got, like, what, Haitians eating geese or whatever the fuck? Like, that's somehow unusual? Because think about this. Like, you don't think these Republicans and conservatives and, like, gun hunting, like, oh, I like to go hunting and stuff, kind of like homosexual conservative types and shit. You don't think they're fucking, doing geese hunting and pheasant hunting shit? I know coworkers who have Trump cards and shit, like, because they are so invested in shit like that, who have went pheasant hunting and stuff. They hunt geese. And, like, what, some Haitian immigrants, find some random geese and fucking twist their neck around and fucking eat them in the park or whatever. That's supposed to fucking freak me out, even though that literally is fake news and there's nothing about that is based on fact outside of a literal out-and-out Nazi was the one who fucking pushed that shit on Twitter. It's like, give me a break. You fucking right-wing, conservative, Trump-loving hillbillies are the ones who want to go fucking geese hunting and duck hunting all the fucking time. And honestly, I had opportunities to maybe go hunting with these type of folks and shit. And honestly, I would have fucking loved it. And because I want to go hunting one day. I mean, to be honest, I got the weapons for it, So it's like, I would love to do that. I just want to get the license for it and do it, all, on the up and up when it comes to legality of everything, right? But still, I would love to do shit like that. But Oh no, as soon as a Haitian migrant comes into fucking play, oh, they're just eating the pets and the geese and the cats and the dogs, and they're just going to literally cook them alive. It's like, what in the fuck? What is our fucking like culture, societal, political bullshit now, dude? Like, seriously, man. It's like, what the fuck is it lately? It's insane. It's just absurd nonsense. At least from the right, like, I mean, like, they just don't got nothing these days. At least one of them seems like. I mean, yeah, at least in my mind, I look at that shit and I'm just like, I just want to laugh at it. Or honestly feel bad for them, or literally call them overt, medically, scientifically, like, you know, fucking medical retarded motherfuckers. Because they're stunted as shit. They found the source of the rumor. Wait, is there a source to the actual rumor about, like, Haitians eating cats or whatever? Is there really an actual source to it? Because from what I've looked into it, it literally is started from, like, some sort of psyop that some weird neo-Nazi on Twitter literally was trying to push. Some blue checkmark, far-right weirdo on Twitter that happened to live in Springfield that was trying to push this shit. And it was literally just bullshit. And literally on the virtue, because, like, the last 5 years, Springfield, Ohio, has been, you know, a bigger, you know, predominant, like, area when it comes to, like, you know, getting jobs and shit like that. You know, it's been an area where it's starting to become a little bit more of a boom. And because of that, a lot of Haitians and a lot of other migrants in general happen to be going over here. And when it comes to this one city, because they are seeking jobs, they're seeking opportunities and shit like that. You know, so, I mean, I don't blame them for wanting to go there. But, like, the idea that, like, the Haitians are the only ones, you know, somehow, like, create problems is, one, not even remotely true, and two, the idea of any migrant, let alone Haitians, are somehow the source of their problems is also bullshit. And for three, it's like a lot of this bullshit that's been growing in their fucking city in Springfield, a lot of it has to do with outsourcing. A lot of, like, corporate expansionation, you know, when it comes to, like, capital. Because you think they're going to give a fuck about the workers, especially when it comes to the American workers and shit. Like, they can look at migrant workers and exploit the fuck out of them because they're not American citizens. They don't have to abide by the law in the same way when it comes to hiring them as workers versus the American natural-born citizen. Like, they don't have to abide by the same laws and jurisdictions. Like, and that's why, honestly, you know, they hire people like that more so, you know, than often, you know, to be frank, because it's easier to just pay them half, you know, the fucking wage, you know, that, you know, someone like me might get paid, and, you know, fuck them over a little bit here and there and get the same productivity, if not even more productivity out of their ass, and, you know, just fuck them over. I mean, legitimate. I've seen that even in my own workplace. I've had multiple, you know, migrants who have come to my workplace, especially Ethiopians. I don't know. Honestly, I do not know why my workplace happens to hire them a lot, but I met a lot of Ethiopians, at least two that I've been close friends with and still am somewhat, you know, connected with a little bit, where both of them were born and raised in Ethiopia, have work visas. One of them has a citizenship now. The other one doesn't yet because they still have a work visa. But both of them left my job because it was fucked up and they just didn't want to deal with it anymore. But nonetheless, it's like they went to that job in the first place because it gave them enough of an opportunity to be able to give a leg up to where they can, you know, do something more of themselves. You know, with one of them I know, Jamal, like, he is doing music. He's, you know, out in Seattle, lives up there doing music production, you know, doing, you know, music of his own, creating music videos, creating, you know, rap music and shit like that, you know, and he's, you know, living a good life, basically. And the last, you know, the other one that I know about, last time I heard of him, he was, you know, working another job, you know, somewhere in, you know, in town, but, you know, just, you know, also at the same time, you know, kind of moving a little bit back and forth, you know, with his uncle a little bit that lives out in Gresham. So, like, I mean, he has a, you know, at least the last person I know about, D, you know, or Darara, like, he, you lives, with his uncle right now. So he's living and working over there, and at least, from the last time I heard, he's got a lot of really good opportunities going on for himself. And last time I worked with him, it's like, hey, it's like, I hope there's good opportunities. Hey, if you want, you can hang out with me a little bit. I think you're a really cool dude. I think, you and I have a lot to learn from each other. I would love to, hang out with you sometime, maybe. I give him my socials and shit like that, but unfortunately, never really kind of hit me up, since then. It's been months since, last time I seen him, but, hey, even if it's like a little temporary, a little bit of time, I'm really glad that I was able to work with him because he was a really great fucking cat. He was a really great dude. And honestly, it really gave me like a strong appreciation for like, especially culturally, like Ethiopians, honestly. Like Ethiopians are like the most friendliest, hardest, like working, greatest fucking people. And honestly, like, I mean, like legitimately like the most like, charismatic and most appreciative kind of people I've ever fucking met in my life, dude. Like, I mean, every Ethiopian I've ever met has always been like so appreciative, so happy, so like, just wanting to like connect with people and shit. Like, I don't even know, dude. There's something about them where it's just like they really just love being able to like connect to people a little bit, talk to folks, and exchange culture and lives and shit like that. Like, there's always like that type of appreciation almost, and I just love that about like the culture of Ethiopia and stuff when they bring that back over here a little bit. So if there are a few jerks, that's their right. Oh, absolutely, 100%, right? Yeah, because there's plenty of assholes out there. All cultures have them. Exactly. Yeah. And honestly, from what I've heard, and the reason why from my the last coworker that I had who was Ethiopian, and shit, like he did not get along with his parents. That's the reason why he moved out here, because he used to live, I think, if I remember correctly, it was either North Carolina or South Carolina. But he moved over here with his parents, and he did not get along with him at all. He did not like him. I don't know why he never opened that. He never opened that up about himself. I mean, I only know like from grapevine shit from other coworkers and the very little that he opened up with me. But he lived with his uncle because he got along with his uncle really well, and his uncle was really cool from what I've heard, and he hung out with him a lot. So like, and he lived out in Gresham, so he moved out here in Portland and got a job out here. And like I said, man, like I'm really glad I had the privilege to work with him because he was such a cool cat. I mean, he was a little reserved about himself a little bit because I mean the very little he told me about, like I could tell that even within his own family he's got assholes, and his parents sound like kind of assholes. If he wants to separate himself from them and hang out with his uncle, sounds like he has like the cool uncle in the family. Just like I, like have like, like maybe I could be the cool uncle for my sister's daughter or, son or whatever. Now it's like, I mean, every family's got like the cool uncle, the cool aunt. Like every family has like the badass kind of cool outcast black sheep style, like, family member that everyone can kind of look up to at least a little bit if they want to. Like there's always that like little outlet. Be like, hey, if your family don't like you, I'm your safe space, kind of shit, you know what I mean? Like, so it's like, I think, that's why he went out here. Like he, didn't really feel safe, being with his, parents because of whatever reason. I don't know why, but he came out here with his uncle because he felt like he was able to, have better opportunities, not just for his own self personally, with his own identity of who he was, but also for job opportunities and shit. The P&W really has a lot of that shit. When it comes to like, like the blue collar worker hustle kind of bullshit, but even for career-based type of jobs, like the P&W is at least like one of the last few bastions of America that at least have like genuine opportunities for any American that if they really want to hustle for that shit, or at least get some baseline education for it. Because there's trade union, schools, there's like trade schools and shit, and there's a lot of colleges that have trade-based, education that can give you fucking shit out here for a career. It's like, I mean, the P&W in general, Oregon, a little bit of California, Washington. Like, I mean, these are like the West Coast broadly, especially. It's like one of the few places in America where if you're willing to bust your fucking hump, like, I mean, it's one of the few places where like you can really actually fucking make something out of yourself a little bit. The rest of the country has kind of forgotten what the fuck that was, mostly because of like the exploitative greed of capital. I mean, but even here in the West Coast, I mean, we suffer from that shit a lot. But at least we got a little fragment of this shit left, And I'm glad to be in a place, where I'm able to have that. Because I was living in Texas or Montana or Iowa or wherever the fuck. I don't even know what the fuck my, mentality or position or my, like, philosophy would be honest. I do not know what any of that shit would look like. I mean, it would look way fucking different from how I am over here, but it will look really fucking different, in comparison to how I am now. I mean, maybe not too much, but at least enough to where it definitely would be a completely different experience hanging out on streams like this. If I decide to continue with this path, despite all that shit, you know what I mean? Oops. Okay. But anyway, it's like one of those things where it's like, I mean, I really truly like appreciate a lot of the culture and diversity that especially in my own experience for my workplace shit. I just love it. I mean, I don't know why, but I mean to have like a lot of Ethiopians come into my workplace and be able to like hang out with them, especially culturally, try their food, hang out with them, look at their music and shit. Like, I mean, there's such a really cool fucking thing about that, because growing up, I mean, I grew up with a lot of like Latina, like kind of, Latino, Pacific Northwest style, like mestizo, Americana kind of shit a little bit. The Mexicano kind of thing. Like chincha breches, and shit. Like, I grew up with shit like this. But, these days, especially like, to really truly appreciate it, I never appreciated it growing up because I just thought, yeah, they have their different world and stuff, but, we're all this, and, we're all going to be this, though. It's like, no. I mean, what this is, so to speak. I mean, growing up for me, at least as an early age, was like, we're all Americans and Oregonians, and we live here, and this is what we are. So, when, growing up now, especially enlightened a little bit these days, and especially my politics, like, no, we're all part of the human race and shit. And it's like, despite our cultures or whatever they might be, it's like, all this, is a very fruitful, uplifting, feeding of like what makes us human. I mean, essentially. I mean, and these days more than often, I'm really starting to realize I need to learn some Spanish. I have like a very el petito, non-conversational, style española, but it's like I really need to honestly start learning some of that shit so I can have at least some broken conversational. Kind of, Española. Because, dude, I mean, I could speak it and very beautifully, but I've never really gotten a chance to genuinely take the time to learn it. And I need to now, dude, because, oh my fucking God, especially all these punk shows and ska shows I'm into in the last, like, year or so, it's like, I feel so bad for not learning it. I had the opportunity in school and I never took it. I'm such a fucking bastard for it, dude. I'm beating myself up in the face, for that shit, dude. Seriously. I needed to fucking take some Espanola. Spanish classes in like fucking middle school and high school and shit, dude, and I never did. What's wrong with me? What the fuck is wrong with me? I live in the Pacific Northwest, for fuck's sake. Espanol, Espanol is fucking second, common language around here. If it ain't, American English, it's fucking goddamn Española. It's fucking Spanish. And motherfuck, dude, it's like, I never fucking learned any of that shit. It's not conversational petito de Española. It's like, goddamn it, dude. Dios mío. So I literally speak like the most broken of redneck style Spanish, and it makes me mad. It's like, goddamn it, dude. Oh my god. My dog is passed the fuck out. His legs are sprawled out so hard. Oh my god. Guardian. Oh, don't make me click that link. Because if I did, that would cut the stream off, and I don't want to do that. Send me on Discord. Because I want to click it, but I mean, it's streaming directly on YouTube. Dude, this is why I want YouTube to have like screen shareability. It's like YouTube should know, especially mobile streaming, that sometimes people want to fucking like react to shit. I mean, I've seen a lot of I've seen enough YouTube short live streams, and shit in general, where people don't got no desktop and people are like, saying you should look at this and blah blah. I've seen it be like, I've seen this shit where people are like, I don't got a way to look at that, so you should just like send it to me later, or, link it in the comment after the stream, or blah blah blah. Like, YouTube needs to fucking fix that already. They can easily be an amazing platform for streamers, especially if they did that. Even if it's just YouTube shit, to be honest. I mean, honestly, but like, still, even then, it's like, goddamn, bro. It's like YouTube. You could really, honestly, do some cool shit with that. I shouldn't have to rely to Streamlabs because certain, operating systems with phones don't really like to cooperate with that. Mine sure as shit don't. You're not using Streamlabs? Yeah, that's the reason why. And I need to stop procrastinating. I need to test the phone out. I need to stop procrastinating on that bitch. I'm just a procrastinator. That's what's going on with that. I'm just too much of a procrastinator on that shit. Hey, Demon's back. Hey, what's up? You have a great night. Yes, but partially no, because I did one song for sure, but the KJ had a medical emergency and he had to cut it off early, so I never sung any more songs. So I had my one song and that was it. It made me sad. I know this much. It wasn't, the KJ directly that had the problem. I I know they, because the KJ tonight, Ed, him and his wife Michelle, they own a ranch, and I think one of their animals might have had a problem, so I think they had to because I know they have a buddy that babysits, their animals and shit sometimes. So I'm thinking one of the animals had an issue where they really needed to be there to be like, yo, can you all come up and see what's going on? I don't know what's happening. So they had to cut it off early, unfortunately, because I had at least 2 more songs. I told them, it's like, hey, if I don't do this song, you can cut me off on this last one if you want. I'm just gonna have this here on the very last one if no one else fills up the shit. When it comes to the song list, but even then, they had to cut it off early, unfortunately, so I wish they didn't, but hey, shit happens. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. I mean, I could technically do some karaoke here, but I would have to kind of, fuck around with some shit a little bit. I could create a playlist, I think. And then, well... It's easier with Streamlabs, that's the thing. And with my current phone that I have right now, Streamlabs does not work with it at all. I wish it did, but it don't. Because I can't split screen or any of that shit with this current phone because of the operating system. Because LG, a lot of my phones, like this one that I have right here, this one, I used to do my streams off of this phone. And then it got waterlogged to shit. I put it, in some alcohol, and I just haven't, tested it since. I've just let it, sit there for a while. So I just need to stop procrastinating and test that fucking thing, and then switch my SIM card over and just fucking, go back to that fucking phone if it happens to work. Because everything on that, but the mic, at least the last time I was fucking around with that phone, works. So I just have to fucking test the mic out and see if it works or not. And if so, then I just need to switch it back over and use that phone again. Because LG phones are honestly, at least with their operating system, back when they were, making phones, actually pretty good. It's just hassle of SIM cards, right? A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. It's that, and also, I mean... Maybe it's an excuse, but because I'm such a blue collar dude, and I'm always either working and either my days off, I'm hanging out with my friends or rafting or whatever the fuck. There's always something for me going on, so I never have really just a chance to have a day where I'm just chilling. Because there's also on my weekends, I at least have one of those days secluded to hang out with my mom for a couple hours. So I'm always doing shit. Even on my days off, so it's just hard to just, oh yeah, let's just focus on this shit right here. And it really is kind of hard. That's why honestly, I wish I could focus more on the house a little more, but yeah, on top of all this other shit, because I just don't really got the time for it. I'm either working 5 days a fucking week, or on my weekends I'm hanging out with my friends and decompressing and shit like that. And even then, on my work weeks, on Friday and Saturday at least, like tonight, I'm going to the karaoke bar. I'm doing this shit like that, So, I mean, because I'm a young buck. I'm trying to live. I want to, live a little. I'm not trying to be, some cog in a machine. I want to be a human being, So, I mean, I guess in a way, I'm trying to kind of, there's, a little sacrifice to it a little bit, but at the same time, a lot of it's just be human, so it's kind of tricky to mix it all together a little bit, especially when you got a lot of shit on your fucking plate. That's kind of the hardest thing about it, especially right now. Because I'm going to go to Seattle here pretty soon. I'm also going to go to Minneapolis, Minnesota. I'm going to go to New Mexico. These are, maybe or maybe not in Montana, for my sister, because she's gonna, have my, newest niece or nephew. I'm gonna be an uncle here pretty soon. So there's a lot of shit going on in the last quarter of this year that I'm putting a lot of fucking money into right now, and I just got very little to invest in. I got a lot of shit that I'm already putting aside right now. When it comes to Minneapolis, or when it comes to Seattle, when it comes to Montana, when it comes to all these other shows in between everything, it's it's stressful, but that's kind of the thing, It's we shouldn't really inherently have to worry about that shit. We should be able to be comfortable enough to live, to be able to experience this type of shit, but jobs like mine, or jobs any other in general, career or otherwise, don't really, push that shit out. Promise the future full of free time. Yeah, a pension. We're promised a fucking pension or a 401k. But a 401k, decreases over time. A pension lasts a lifetime. And it's and at the end of the day, don't we all inherently deserve a fucking pension? We're human fucking beings. We all deserve a basic level of comfortability. And this idea of a 401k should be bullshit and shouldn't even be a thing. What should be a thing across the board, and what the 401k ought to be, is a fucking pension. It's you get a guaranteed pension every fucking year, every month, and you get a basic comfortable living, and shit based on the fucking work and labor you did, after the taxes you paid, all this fucking shit. All this type of stuff should be included, when it comes to having that pension. It should be an entitled human pension right, when it comes to after living, and working and busting your fucking ass after after the age of 60. Fuck the idea of the retirement age of being 65. It should probably honestly be 60. Let the last fucking 30 something years of your life, be just libertine freedom and whatever you want to fucking do. Even if you did a lot of shit in your 20s to 30s and shit, in between all your fucking work and blue collar busting your ass and shit. At the end of the day, that fucking pension will pay for the rest of the fucking shit they never were able to complete you in your early age. It's fuck, dude. It's this shit should be inherent right for everybody. It shouldn't be, fucking thing they have to earn because of 401k, and even then that will decline over time. A 401k is not guaranteed permanently for the rest of your fucking life. A pension is, though. And it's that needs to be a lot more. I think a lot of people really do not realize, the value of a proper pension. And it's I think, people need to kind of look into that a little bit. And a lot of the shit that I advocate for, and especially when it comes to blue collar union working, union labor advocacy and shit, a lot of it, comes, when the idea of a retirement when it comes to a union job, it's not a 401k inherently that, becomes your retirement plan. It's a pension that, guarantees a baseline for the rest of your fucking life that you can live off of. And it's and a lot of companies, including mine, don't really inherently have full-on pension plan. My union does, but the company itself don't. I've had 401k for a long time, but there are other ways to invest long-term. Oh, 100%. I'm not saying that there's only one or two ways, but when it comes to maybe working 30, 40, 50 plus, fucking years at a job, and, when it comes to either a pension or 401k, the pension is going to, be the more valuable long-term, gain for you versus, the 401k. Especially when it comes to the math, about it. Because, a 401k, especially, initially, it's going to, pay in a lot, but as, you live off of it longer and longer, the less it's going to pay out. But a pension is very consistent the entire rest of the year, and it's not it's, a weak one. unless you have a very weak ass union or a very weak ass job, and the guarantee is a very weak ass fucking benefit and shit. But this is a 401k sign so you can get your employee to match your contributions, free money. Oh yeah, a pension and 401k. I mean, both of it is free money. They're both kind of the same premise, free money, but it's just like they kind of come with different ideas about how they work. Which a pension is a little bit more consistent, but 401k, it's a little bit more limited. At least, especially from what I've, looked into it, myself at least. Which is a little rustic, I mean, I'll admit it. Paying Social Security also. Well, yeah. At least with Social Security, I mean, that needs to be like a guaranteed permanent, program. Like, that just needs to be like, an invested long-term, like, hey, like, you pay some taxes, and depending on your broader income and how you were working when it comes to your daily living, whether it's a pension or 401k plan, whatever the fuck it is, like, there should be at least like a basic Social Security plan where you could take advantage of that. And because I think, honestly, every human being, deserves, at least in America, when it comes to the idea of Social Security, at least in America, it's like we all deserve a basic entitlement to Social Security. Like my dad does, my mom, like you, me, like we all deserve a basic entitlement to that type of shit. Whether it's Social Security disability or whether it's Social Security just in general, and period, how it is. Well, expect the last match no longer. Anyway, the things are going. I hope I'm wrong. I mean, I hope I am too a little bit, because like the idea of Social Security and these programs or these ideas I'm talking about, like, it's very limited and it is going away really fucking quickly or being gutted left and right. And no party, unfortunately, is going to be very helpful about, bringing that back or boosting it. And we need to have a strong fucking radical voice to say that, no, this needs to be back and stronger than ever, and it needs to stay in place stronger than ever. It's like, and fuck any motherfucker that wants to get in the way of that shit. Fuck their party, fuck their fucking politics. I don't care where they come from. If they want to be against this shit, then they're my mortal enemy, and they can go fuck themselves down the ditch in the river. Like, fuck them. Because they might as well give it up. Because I ain't gonna fucking self-fight for shit like that. Because even as, like, blue collar people like us, or at least like me and shit, it's like we deserve to at least have an opportunity every now and then to be able to, like, have a nice fat vacation out in like Spain or Iceland, France or whatever, or wherever the fuck, what other country we want to go to. But even then, it's like we deserve to be able to at least every year be able to have an opportunity to maybe, like, visit, for a vacation, out of state somewhere. Or maybe have like a month, to maybe do a little RV trip or whatever whatever our heart desires when it comes to shit like that. So we deserve a basic right to that shit. I get the idea of, like, to ensure, like, you pay, vacation pay or shit like that. It's like, I get maybe working like 8 months or like, a year, and kind of getting yourself established in the workplace to kind of guarantee that type of shit. I can kind of get that. I'm not even really against that myself, to be honest, but it shouldn't have to be like a grovel fucking, literally beat yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, in every way, shape, and form to the pulp, to the point you literally just want to unalive yourself in the worst way possible, just to ensure this basic fucking, things for 1 year, and then have to do that shit for another 3 fucking years and repeat the fucking process. It's like, fuck that shit. No one should have to go for that shit. We all deserve a basic entitlement to life. We all deserve a basic entitlement to, housing. We all deserve a basic entitlement to comfortability, to food, water, and accessibility, to make us comfortable as a fucking human being. We all deserve this basic fucking right. And our system ought to fucking, attribute to that. When employers see it, it's that's their money being given to the government. By the way, employers' paychecks, employee paychecks, they don't like that. Oh, of course they don't. Absolutely not. Dude, earlier today, my store director was happening to with the PIC earlier tonight with my one of my friends, Kyler. They happened to, be next to each other, and she was literally just staring at me. In the last 20 to 30 minutes before she clocked off for the rest of the day, she happened to be over at our department, talking about shit about our department. I didn't hear it. I just happened to know she was, because she happened to be staring at me most of the time when I was out front. And the only reason why I didn't really stick around up front just to hear what she was saying, because I was too busy doing shit. I was frying chicken. I was getting horses out. I was fucking, getting JoJo's fried up, so we can replace the empty, spot where the JoJo's were. Also, I don't even, dude, I don't know what it was today, but dude, holy shit, it was so fucking busy. Oh, it was so fucking busy, bro. Dude, today was absurd. The past week and a half was so slow that I forgot what busy was. And today was busy, dude. Oh my god. I'm honestly surprised I got out at fucking 9:48 or some shit. I clocked off at 9:48 or some shit. I was surprised I clocked off at that time. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Dude, today was absurd. It's insane, bro. The amount of people that were just showing up and just non-stop fucking grabbing shit, even when we were closed. Our meat counter was closed and people wanted meat sliced up. And it's we do not have that shit sliced. Nah. It's hey. It's fuck, bro. It was absurd. Absurd today. Oh, I just hope that Saturday is so... I just hope it's so much more chiller. And honestly, what's more fucked, too, is that I think half of our department may or may not have Cove. It may not have the Cove. And that includes me, too, and... I mean, I got my booster last year and shit, and it's I'm starting to think about doing it again this year, because I was wanting to try to do it at least every 6 months, but if I can at least do it every year, on the Friday, Saturday, or not Friday, Saturday, but during the fall winter area every year, then I could at least okay with that. But if we got some Cove going on, then nah. I'm gonna really make sure I get up to date on my vaxes for sure. My flu vax, my Cove vax, all this shit. I'm gonna get up to date on that shit, because I don't want to play with that shit. I ain't trying to fuck around with that. I already am a daily smoker. I already get the lung butter and stuff like that. I already have a little, because of that. So I don't need extra bullshit. I don't need that. I'm already stoned, bro, when it comes to my mind. I don't need COVID, to fucking give me brain fog. Fuck that shit. I dealt with it once, never again. Fuck that shit. Which, by the way, good reminder, get your fucking vaccines, dude. Update on that shit. Update on your vaxes. Don't fucking let Cove fuck you up. Don't let the flu fuck you up. Don't let smallpox, malaria, whatever the fuck, don't let it fuck you up. Get updated on your vaxes. I don't want to hear no bullshit. Okay, my case is true. Fika. Yeah. All need to be expanded. Yep, gotta get a new one. Oh, yeah. I mean, we already know that COVID, is able to update and shit, right? So the flu, the common cold, one thing that people kind of forget is that when it comes to viruses, bacteria, and shit like that, they're micro life. They're tiny. They're little, like, microscopic, even if that, tiny ass little beings. Little beings. Little single cell organisms and shit. If that, they're tinier than single cell organisms. And it's like, bruh, you don't think these motherfuckers are able to adapt and evolve quicker than macro life? Because that literally, especially when you consider medical science, is just a virtue of a fact of reality. The smaller, a life form is, the more, quickly they're able to adapt and evolve, due to various different aspects of their environment. Because a lot of those micro life, whether it's bacteria or viruses, when it comes to RNA and shit, or when it comes to parasites and shit, like, these are creatures that are legitimately able to adapt and evolve way quicker and be able to, like, adapt to a lot of shit way quicker, more so than macro life, like a human being, a primate, a rat, elephant, a fucking whale, name it, a dog, whatever the fuck you want, name it. Like, I mean, it's just a fucking fact of reality. The more an organism is able to reproduce, the more it's able to, diversify itself and thus evolve quicker. And tiny, organisms like bacteria, viruses, and shit like that are able to evolve and reproduce and adapt way quicker than macro life like humans or any other fucking animal that exists on this fucking planet. Unless you're a single cell organism or even smaller than that. Beyond that, like, it's going to take millions, if not thousands of years to evolve. Maybe hundreds if you have intervention going on. Like humans, breeding dogs, for certain breeds and shit or whatever. But, like, beyond certain aspects like that, like it takes, hundreds or thousands of years for macro life, to evolve and change, to various different things, that we see today. I mean, even with dogs, I mean, it's like, it took 100,000+ years, 100, something thousand years, give or take, for dogs to be domesticated. And it's like, and now we see dogs how they are today, right? But it's like, it took 100,000+ years for, for me to have Zukov, or for, like, you to have your pet dog, or whatever the fuck, right? Like, whether it's like the tiniest chihuahuas or like, the biggest, fucking massive Alaskan Malamute, or whatever, it's like, I mean, either way, it's like humans had a major role in the intervention and shit like that. But because of the macro life that we are, it took generations, millennium, or multiple millenniums, to a certain extent, for, if you want to go far back enough, right? Like, so, I mean, the smaller the life is, the more rapid evolution, tends to play a role in their adaptation of life. The bigger the life is, the slower shit like that plays a role in. That's kind of what I'm trying to say with kind of shit like that. It's like, the bigger the life, the slower the evolution, the adaptations, and shit like that, plays a role in when it comes to its evolution and its adaptations and shit. Like humans, like as a species, as a primate, has been around for only like a couple million years at most. And then you had other species like the Neanderthals, the Devonians, and other human-like primates have existed in the past. I mean, it's like you have all these different species, but for millions of years they all were intermingling, all were a thing, all happened to be kind of around each other a little bit, but yet one stood out amongst the others because of adaptation, evolution, and because of various different things like immune systems and microbiology playing a role where maybe diseases and certain viruses, affected other species, of humans, like Devonians, etc., where Homo sapiens were nowhere near as affected. And if anything, maybe our combining of our, DNA, when it comes to especially Neanderthals, maybe, helped enforce and strengthen a lot of our resistance towards, various different bacteria and viruses and shit like that. Maybe it helped prolong the human species because we were able to have some humans have a mixed Neanderthal DNA within them. I'm definitely one of them. Most northern, especially European, genetic humans or northern, genetic Europeans like myself, we definitely got a lot of Neanderthal, DNA in us, and a lot of it probably maybe plays a role in that. Like maybe there was a lot of us are dying because of a disease, but y'all are able to resist it. Let me fuck you so we can have babies so we can resist this disease and not die or some shit, you know what I mean? That probably happened. Legitimately, maybe there's an ancient ass ancestor way back in my fucking bloodline where that probably happened. Who knows? But either way, that's what I love about evolution and genetics and this topic broadly, because it's kind of fun to talk about, just as an exploration, because there's a lot of assumptions for sure, but we have enough to really know to understand that this is how things built up. There's still plenty of pieces of the puzzle that aren't really there yet, but we can kind of assume what that might be. But that's kind of the fun of it. That's why I love it, because those empty pieces, I love to kind of speculate and assume about what that might have been, because there's a lot of pieces to the puzzle that are kind of empty as fuck, and it's those little chunks or maybe individual pieces of those broader puzzles of what makes us who we are. It's it's kind of fun to speculate about that. Because who knows, honestly, what really truly made us the Homo sapien species as we are now. Because, like I said, we had the Devonians, the Neanderthal, species, all these different things, previously, but there's so much shit that it's just lost to time. We're never gonna fucking recover the shit. We're lucky to fucking recover the shit that we are able to find. It's we're lucky enough to find that shit. So it's to see this type of stuff that we're able to see, it's really kind of, builds this open, cool, empty canvas of what that might have been. I love that kind of shit. I just love to speculate and think about that type of stuff, because I bet there's a lot of intricacies and nuance that was going on, for ancient humans, prehistorical nomadic, Homo sapiens, or Neanderthalic, Homo Neanderthalic, kind of species, or Homo Devonian, species and shit, all intermingling a little bit, maybe conflicting with each other, having wars and stuff. I would imagine a lot of the shit that is lost to time that they were able, at least during their time, were able to save and record. I bet it'd be so fucking cool to be able to translate and dissect about what their shit was, and I'd be so fucking cool. There's a lot of shit about like what makes us human that we just are never able to understand because it's just lost of time. Like, you know, like I said, like those ancient Decavonians or like the ancient Homo sapiens, the Neanderthals, like these motherfuckers, like we're never gonna truly ever understand like what made them human, which eventually made us human. But man, if we were able to like truly understand every little intricacy about that shit, I bet it really would play a different role about how we kind of look ourselves as, you know, a species, honestly. Because I bet that would be some straight up some cool shit to really learn about how they lived in every tiny little intricacy, every tiny little way, every tiny little like, you know, nuance about, you know, their existence. Shit, that'd be so cool to learn. I guess it's unfortunate that we're never going to be able to know that, but it'd be so cool to do that. Just be like an archaeological site where we just are able to understand or find all this type of shit. My dog is passed the fuck out. The key is outie, big outie. He's twitching. I think he's dreaming. Oh, he's dreaming. So cute. Oh my god, he is straight up like looks like a corpse. He straight looks like a corpse. He's out. Oh. He got a good little workout tonight. I'm thinking Monday. I don't care what the weather is like. I'm going to do one final little swim in the limit. I'm bringing my dog. And he's going to swim in that river too with me. I don't care if you don't like it or not. You didn't even wake up to that? Wow. But yeah, like I said, he's going to be swimming in that river. And that's, you know, and that's okay with me. I probably honestly should look at the weather report, you know, for Monday, though. My day off is Monday, so I should probably look at that. But if it's cloudy and like 70-something degrees, you know, maybe I'll just like have a couple drinks. I actually have a little bit of a Shroomy, it's like a microdose on. There is a potentiality where may or may not have like a future coworker that may or may not also be a shroom connection at the same time. I do have that as well. So I'm not even gonna lie. I'm kind of looking at the little stems that he gave me as a gift, last time. I'm just like, I ain't taking them tonight, but should I do that tomorrow, though? Nope. Not even gonna risk it. I was thinking about it, but I just honestly immediately I just started to realize is I never tripped at work. Not a good idea. No. Because I was honestly thinking, should I do that with my coffee or something tomorrow? And no, that's not a good idea. It's actually a very bad idea. It's a very bad idea. So nope, not doing that. But I'm definitely at least going to have those bad boys probably Sunday night. I might, be Mario. It's a me and a Mario, on Sunday night. I might just do that. Should I do that on my last break at work before I go clock off and shit on Sunday? I eat them. It's going to be about an hour before they truly kick in. And by that time, I should be out of work. Oh. I am really, honestly, being a bad boy right now thinking about that. I'm being a naughty boy. I'm being just a naughty boy. I microdose a lot on the shroomies, and I know these stems ain't gonna do shit. So, Yeah, I think on Sunday, I don't know. I think on Sunday, man. You know what? I won't do it on my last break, but I'll at least pick them up on my last break and then eat them right before I, clock off or something. So we can have a little fun Mushroom Kingdom adventure on Sunday. I'm even gonna straight up, make sure to stream on Sunday. Yeah, you know what? All right, we're doing it. All right, on Sunday we're definitely having a little Mushroom Kingdom adventure. Because I'm looking at them right now. I'm looking at these little stemmy stems, and they're fucking fat and juicy and big. So it's like, all right, Sunday we're doing it. Definitely gonna do it. Because, I'm a shroomy boy. I love, delving into the Mushroom Kingdom. The Mushroom Kingdom is a fun kingdom indeed. And I love being, one of the many nuts that loves, traverse and, explore my kingdom, Because it's a beautiful kingdom. I mean, you can't, dog on the Mushroom Kingdom. If you do, then you're a fucking madman and you're a psychopath. Or psycho woman, as well. Or psycho envy. Whatever gender I happen to be. But either way, you're psychotic. Because the Mushroom Kingdom is the greatest kingdom to be in when it comes to all the kingdoms. It should be the kingdom of all the world. If Mushroom Kingdom was able to be like the entire planet and the entire world when it came to being a kingdom, I would be, one of the... I would literally be a noble. I'll be a fucking noble, and I would light myself and rise myself to the top as one of the lieges to the emperor of the Mushroom Kingdom. The Mushroom Empire, dude. It'll be the globalist mushroom magician empire, bro. And I would be one of the many nobles, one of the hierarchies, and one of the many lieges of that empire, the globalist empire. And you know what? I'll be okay with that. If anything, I kind of wish I was thinking I want that right now. Every human being should literally just take like an eighth of mushrooms. And just eat all that shit. And then just embrace himself in the Mushroom Kingdom. She clapped Mushroom Kingdom Empire. Yeah, dude. She clapped. Dude, clap cheeks on my bro, Mushroom Empire, bro. Clap cheeks on my Mushroom Empire, bro. Dude, I love how you were one of the very few people that were there for that one guy that showed up one day. Clap cheeks on my bro. I did, what the fuck? I love how he's in the back of my mind sometimes. Every now and then, he's in our back of my minds. Whether it's mine or yours or anyone else in between. Like, dude, he's always there. I love it. It's beautiful. What the fuck were you doing over there, dude? Did you just have a, like, nightmare? You just fucking freaked the fuck out, bro. You good? Suzu. You looked at me like you were fucking traumatized, bro. Did you have a nightmare? Did you have a nightmare, baby? Come here. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come here. Well, fuck you. Well, fuck you too, then. Don't want to show up and hang out with me and be a little ball of sweetness? Asshole. I'm going to smack it around silly like a little string bean when I, get myself in bed. You know what this dog loves to do when, I'm about to go, get myself into bed? He will hop into my bed, and then he will just like, stretch out, stretch his hind legs, and start like, just freaking the fuck out and like attacking my pillows, attacking the blanket, all this shit, and just sprawling it everywhere. Because like, like he just does shit like that. He's absurd. He's insane. Like one of these days I have to record it because he's absurd. He's wild. He's insane. He's psychotic. He's literally the embodiment of chaos theory. Like he's insane, dude. He might seem calm, and he might seem okay right now, even from my observation. But as soon as he goes into my bedroom, he's just like, he just goes nuts, dude. He just goes crazy, and he'll start going, he will literally just do shit like that. He'll start snorting, snooting, and all that shit. Like, he'll just do all that shit, bro. Start snooting like a little pig. He's fucking nuts, bro. He's a little demon. He's not a dog. He's like an entity of some other fucking thing entirely, bro. He likes to act like a cat. He looks like a dog. Sometimes acts like a dog. But the rest of his behavior is not a dog or nor a cat. I don't know what the fuck it is, but it is certainly like an alien behavior of some other, entity, and I don't know. I can't deal with it, bro. He's just staring at me. He's just looking at me. It's like, what the fuck do you want, you little fucking demon? It's kind of freaking me out, dude. They ever stop doing it and think, you know, I wonder what autistic pelican fucker 420 is up to. Autistic pelican fucker 420, bro. Dude, you know what? I'm honestly half tempted to make a sock account just for DFF to be like an anti-Paul / anti-TJ fucking thing or some shit. And just be like, and call my fucking YouTube thing as the troll cat that, dude. Because, bro, dude, I love it. Autistic Pelican Fucker 420, bro. What a name. And why Pelican? Why Pelicans? What the fuck did this Autistic Fucker 420 ever do to a pelican where he has to be Autistic Pelican Fucker 420? What did a pelican ever do to this man? I mean, Jesus. Oh my god, bro. I didn't know my nickname. Oh shit, it was Venom all along. It was Venom all along. Yo! It was Venom all along, bro. That sounds like Venom would do, no offense. Fucking pelican, dude. What the fuck, bro? At least they ain't JD Vance fucking couches and dolphins. At least they ain't JD, bro. At least they ain't JD fucking a dolphin, bro. Oh my god. Oh my. Alright, you know what? I don't even care. I'm just kind of like slap myself around silly with this shit. Fuck a goose, that's bravery. I wasn't there. Damn. Damn. Are you sure, bro? Are you sure, bro? What? Wow, what just happened? What happened in the last, like, 2 or 3 minutes of the stream, dude? What just happened? Look, I'll say this. Elizabeth JFK slaughtering bears and leaving them in the trunk of our fucking car and ditch them in the middle of New York City. So you think pelicans should be destroyed? Venom? Wow. I thought I knew you. I know, dude. I thought you thought you knew thee. You thought you would do thee, dude. But nay. Nay! Potion seller. I want your finest potions! Damn. Doggo. Wow. He's clever. He actually knows the difference of the crinkles of the bag. He knows the crinkle of this bag is my snack. And he refuses to even acknowledge it. Even though I know this motherfucker will acknowledge the crinkle of other bags, depending on if it's his or not. Wow, that is actually kind of surprising. Because he's not even acknowledging this. Bruh. Bleh. RFK is fucking weird, dude. I realize what he is. RFK is the Fall Like Gold that is wearing him skin. Dude, have you seen the Amon Animations? The most recent fucking video that he uploaded, bro? Dude, you should see it. Because, oh my god, the way he described RFK and just showed him is so beautiful. Hey, what's up, Skin? Have you ever fucking ran over a fucking damn bear in the fucking, just decided to put it in the back, the car? I did. And I, decided to party way too hard, in the middle of a goddamn New York City. So I decided to leave that, bear in the middle of the damn nowhere. Right in the middle of New York City. And a lot of people are saying, oh, that ain't cool, but you know what? I said, hey, you know what, Smooth Skin? You can go fuck yourself. Do you want some jet? You want some psycho? Because, I'm a little psycho myself. So you need a little bit of psycho and jet in your system. Dude, fucking goddamn RFK is literally a Fallout Ghoul, dude. Amon or Aiden. No, Amon. You actually almost spelled it right. It's A-M, I think. It's A-M-A-N-N or A-M-O-N-N. It's Amon Animation. If you look up Amon Animations, you should be able to look it up. It should be like one of the first results. You'll be able to find it. Even if you misspell it. You should be able to find it. Hey, honestly, I'll link it to you. Don't even worry about it. I'll just link it to you. Because I've been watching it over and over again, at least, every so often since it's been uploaded, which is at least like, I think 2 weeks ago, maybe about a week and a half ago, something like that. And ever since then, I'm just like, dude, this is beautiful. This is probably literally the best animation he's ever done yet. Like, legitimately. I know Onion Nuggets did a reaction to one of his animations before. I forgot which one, but I know they did pretty recently. I think it might actually been his last animation. Found channel. Hey, there you go. It's the most recent upload. That's all you need to see. Most recent upload. He doesn't upload too often, so it shouldn't be hard to find. But dude, RFK and that fucking newest video. It's like, oh my god, bro. Funny enough, speaking of like, oh my god, bro, kind of like energy. I was like looking at Hassan react to like the Trump's newest fucking like speech that he did for his rallies and shit. My dude is coping. My boy is fucking like coping so hard. But you know what's even more wild? I think my boy also fucking got over a dry spell, dude. Lauren Loomer and Trump, dude, I sort of fucking look up a picture of Trump and Lauren Loomer, the most recent fucking photo of them together. I guarantee to you there's going to be a divorce article. There's going to be some shit where Melania Trump and fucking goddamn Donald Trump divorce. And Lauren Loomer is going to be the fucking slutty, fucking cult MAGA, girl that's going to fucking suck that dick. Because I guarantee you, already, she is slinging that dick, bro. She's been slinging that dick on fucking Trump, bro. Already. For at least, honestly, I guarantee you for a full fucking year. 100%. What hundo pay, bro? What hundo Mushroom Kingdom Trumpy pay, bro? Like, straight up. Dude, like, I mean, like, seriously, look up a picture of Trump and Lauren Loomer, the most recent photo. Like, her fucking tits are straight up like, like, almost like protected and nestled, up against Trump. It's like, it's insane, bro, dude. Oh my god. It's honestly why I really wish I could show a picture of it right now. Dude, you don't even realize. I wish I could show a picture of it right now and just show it right here. All I want is just that photo right here, dude, just to show it because, oh my god, bro. Dude, I'm honestly guaranteeing you right now, 100p, 100p, that Lauren Loomer is slaying some Trump poontang. Like, Trump is getting his dick sucked, getting some handies, or both. I don't know. He ain't, straight up, going full base, home run, I'm fucking that bitch, kind of shit. He ain't doing that because he would literally die of a heart attack if he did. but he is at least getting the good old handy, or maybe like a little, piggy dick suck kind of situation. Something's going on there. Straight up, something's going on there. So it's like, it's one of those things where I'm just like, man, considering how Lauren Loomer is looking up to him, where she is literally like, you're so dreamy. Like, she literally looks like she is straight up a lover. She is like, I'm your girlfriend now. I love you so much. Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. Dude, straight up. Onion Nuggets, DFF, when it comes to DFF Friday, they were literally looking at, that shit. Oh my, dude. And straight up, bro, it literally is that. Dude, and they were calling it out too. And I'm like, you know what, you Hondo P, 100%. I mean, honestly, I'd be shocked if it ain't. You want to see the Forest Walk? I've done many of those recently this summer, and they're pretty awesome. But you continue on feeling the soothing effects of Mother Nature. Yep. Then something in the distance. You continue on, and you see a bear dead in the mouth. You should see if it growls at you. The worst case scenario around here would be a black bear. And honestly, they would probably legitimately just fuck off and run away. They legit would probably run away. I don't really think there's grizzlies around here. And if there are, they're probably in the Cascade Mountains. But everywhere I've hiked, is nowhere near the Cascade Mountains. And if I ever went in the Cascade Mountains just to go shooting for, the place I like to go for target shooting, and if there ever was a black bear, I got a bear pelt for me to, take advantage of. So I need not worry. I'm pretty sure 7.62 by 39 is gonna fuck up a black bear. Or a 12 gauge. I got on YouTube censorship again. Gotta Discord it. Gotcha. Fuck you, YouTube! Oh, fuck you, YouTube! Tanaka Banzai! I probably did a lot of racism there, but you know what? It's because of YouTube. Fuck you, YouTube! I want to fucking, bonsai your ass and say fuck you. Because you're a piece of shit. Let's do what we want! Yeah! A puta madre! But this is a long one. Consider this. You're on a scenic forest walk. You continue on feeling the soon effects of Mother Nature. Then you know something in the distance. You continue and see a bear dead in the middle of your path. Honestly, he's fiercely eating the bear's organic raw. The bear's organs raw. Using only his hands is RFK Jr. It looks like your face covered in blood with an organ half chewed hanging from his blood-covered mouth. I'm assuming his liver. He looks at you. He shows his teeth and growls, all fours ready to pounce. I'm ready to fucking you. Something like that, probably. I'm gonna listen to someone. Waiting in this situation. I mean, if it's in this Cascade Mountains, especially where I like to go shooting and stuff, I'm magged up in the fuck out of that bitch. I can't show much, but let's just say that what could do I have anything I could YouTube wise show? Let's just say it has something to do with this. That's a prop. That is an airsoft. YouTube, that's airsoft. Oh yeah. All Saturdays right. You two don't for me. Let's see, I have something to do with that. You two can't fuck with me with that. That's a prop. That's a prop. I mean, you know, it's I could show this thing off, but well, actually, I could be if I did it this way, but I'm holding literally a pineapple grenade, but it's a prop / dummy thing where it literally is so disarmed where there's a fat fuck you hole, but I don't even want to play around with it. I mean, I could do it like this. There you go. See? There's a hole. There you go. That is literally as much as I'm doing. But if I showed it literally in any other way, I guarantee you YouTube would probably be like, nope, you're banned forever. You literally have federally illegal. Even though there's no, even though this is literally a prop thing that was bought off a pawn shop that my friend, you know, Harley bought. And just left here forever and hasn't fucking done anything. He never took it back. He just kept it here. I don't know why, but he just did. And then he did that stupid bullshit, fucking cutting a fat fucking hole in it. It's like, dude, what are you doing there, bro? I wish he never did that because I was so stupid. I kind of get what he was trying to do because he wanted to make it like, manual fucking whatever, shit. It's, for a car, and just, to attach, instead of, I don't know, like, you want to do something like that, but he never did it. So, he should have honestly done it if he really wanted to actually do it instead of just, like, doing it just because he thought it was a cool idea and just didn't have anything to do with it. I don't know. So, because it was actually kind of cool. I could probably buy, a few of those fucking things, myself, to be honest, if I wanted to. Especially on eBay. But still. It's like, come on, Harley. Why'd you do that? Especially, like, considering it's, like, really off-center, too. I mean, make it guys. it kind of see a little bit where it's off center. Yeah, right there. I mean, look at that. It's like, dude, Harley, why'd you do that though? Look at that. It's like, bruh. Bleh. Bleh. Logan's trying to make a fleshlight. No. My friend Harley, so like the stick shift for like manual cars instead of automatics and shit for the most part. That type of shit. My friend Harley wanted to make this. He wanted to make this thing. I'm just holding it like this because I don't want YouTube to think this is literally a real grenade. Because it literally isn't. In fact, honestly, because of this, I'm pretty sure YouTube should understand this. You can see what he's trying to do. He wanted this to be where the stick would be, so he can hold on to this to be like, oh yeah, this is my stick shift. Like that's what he wanted to use it for. But he didn't make the hole big enough, so he just gave it to me and just left it the way it was. And I even told him, bro, and I was like, dude, if you wanted to do that, don't use it on that. Like, let me buy a reproduction version, and, because this is an authentic dummy surplus military grenade. Like, this is something that you would give to troops, to be like, oh, yeah, you're practicing, your fucking throw and shit and stuff like that. Like, oh, here, let me give a good throw kind of shit. Like, this is what these are meant for. And it's like, and you fucked it up a little bit. And it's like, come on, bro. Because, look at this. Because watch. Again, YouTube, this is a prop. I'm pretty, honestly, considering that I have not been banned yet, I'm pretty sure that's the case, but, like when it comes to this piece, you could literally unscrew the part. The pin could come off too as well if you wanted to. See? It's like, and there's no fuse or nothing. You can see where it could go into, right? Like, it's not like it, it's not like every tiny little piece is like, what would you call it? Like, fucking, just not like related to what like the actual thing would be. But there's at least enough parts there to where at least it would be like, there's enough of a weight, and shit like that to where it's like, it's kind of the real thing a little bit. And also, by the way, doing this, like, doing that type of shit, never do that. Also, in the military service, if any fucking retard ever does that shit, they will literally fuck on you and be like, what are you doing? Because you're more likely to fuck your teeth up more than anything else. You're never going to pull the pin doing that shit. Never listen to Rambo. Never listen to these fucking weird, like, like Commando or all these other fucking war movies from the 80s and shit where you had, like, these testosterone fucking steroid-driven men just like, whatever the fuck, like, that literally never works. That doesn't happen. That's impossible. That just can't work. That's just not a thing. It's like shooting your gun sideways. Exactly. Yeah, because, there's like, because overall, that does not do anything for you. And also, it's just inaccurate and fucked up and just, honestly, more dangerous for yourself and everyone else around you. Because I never shot a pistol myself, but I know how to operate a pistol, because I have shot them in the past, but I don't own one. But, like, they're not really that hard to operate. And these people that are just like, I don't mean these people as in just black folks. I've seen the real white redneck, fucking silly billy, fucking white boys and shit doing the same exact fucking shit. And it's like, what are you doing? No, stop it. It's one of those meetings like, what the fuck? No! Mine now. No. I'm just glad I have friends that actually give a shit enough about this type of shit. Because I had a few moments, in the past where I'm just like, no, you don't do that. But ever since then, they've kind of understood the fucking rules a little bit, and we've had some pretty good times ever since then. So I'm kind of glad about that. And I'm honestly shocked that my friend Tyler hasn't shot, or gotten ammo for his new Glock that he's had for over a year, and the Tavor that he inherited from his dad who passed away a few years ago. He has an Israeli Tavor and a fucking Glock, a 10mm Glock, and it's like, you have never shot any of those fucking weapons yet? Bro, I'll, pitch in on ammo. Just fucking let's go shoot him, bro. What the fuck, dude? Bruh. Because, dude, I think the Tavor would be cool to fucking shoot. It's a bullpup rifle. That'd be kind of fun. And a Glock, I mean, that'd be kind of, at least good training for myself if he has a pistol holster. So I can have, maybe a holster on my hip and shit. And, when I'm shooting my AK, when I run out of ammo, just bloop, put that on the side. Fucking, do, some, fucking transition shit. Do some training that way. That'll be, I think, pretty fun. I think him and I would honestly, have a lot of value doing that type of shit since he has the pistol. I don't. I got long arms. He's got, a few, carbine, style rifles and a pistol. And I got long rifles. So I think him and I would have a lot of value, going back and forth training on transitioning from long rifles and carbines, to pistol. Boom, boom, shoot, shoot, kind of shit. I'd be kind of valuable a little bit. Because, hey, transitioning to pistol is always faster than reloading. But funny enough, there is actually truth to that. The subject dual wielding guns looks cool, but like in Kimbo. But you have to question the practicality of aiming unless you're just essentially accurate. Yeah. The only reason why in Kimbo / dual wielding, firearms will be, fine or okay is if they're pistols. Like a cowboy with two, revolvers, and he's like, shoot, bam, 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 whatever. Or two pistols. Honestly, the only way that would be okay, kind of practical at best, or I guess at worst, would be a pistol. But if he did it with any other weapon, it would just not be practical at all. And it would just not be good. Because I'm not gonna lie, man. I've tried silly as it was, I've tried, dual wielding my shotgun and my AK once, and it just does not work at all, man. Maybe I don't really got the muscle for it or some shit. I don't got the masses, but it just ain't practical, man. It just ain't. There's the dual wielding, two guns at once. It's just not practical at all. That's some Rambo dumb shit right there. That's some Hollywood bullshit. There's no real practicality to that at all, unless you have two pistols, and that's it. And close quarters. That's pretty much it. Or you're a cowboy dueling and kind of shit, or whatever the fuck. Unless they're any other fucking metric, it's just not practical at all. Well, strictly handguns. Well, yeah, with handguns, it's more practical, but it also depends on the handgun, too, to an extent. If you got, 357 or 45 caliber or, some higher caliber pistols and shit, not really as practical. But if you got, a 9mm, 380, or, or some shit like that, it could be more practical. then again, I'm also kind of like a little bit of gun nut, so I kind of know these things a little bit. So it's not just necessarily if it's a handgun or a long rifle or anything else in between. It's also the caliber too. Because if you had like Ruger 1022, rifles, and were dueling that shit, because they're 22 caliber rifles, you could literally duel those fucking things and be like, two. Like, I mean, they don't have any recoil at all. Like, a 22 has no recoil. Like, I mean, you could literally duel those bitches and be like, two. And just like fucking, just like two, fucking tin cans dueling that shit. Just like, and, not a care in the world, basically. Plus, 22 is pretty cheap. You can literally have hours of fun time with at least $100 worth 22 and have a fun time. I honestly need to get myself a 22, honestly, just because of that in general. Because if I don't have, if I don't stock up a 12 gauge or a 7.62, then at least I got that. Because I can, go around and have endless fun time just like plinking around for 22. I mean, at least at the minimum, if you just like kind of like plinking shit, a 22 is like the best thing, dude. Especially a Ruger 1022. If you get like a good like Ruger 1022 that has like kind of like a platform where you can kind of add attachments and different shit like that instead of just kind of like a full on like wood body or polyester body or some shit like that, you can really make a really badass fucking 22 Ruger 1022, like straight up. Like you can make a really badass, cool looking fucking badass, like kind of thing, like straight up. I've seen people set up stuff for times 22 where it's just like almost too absurd, where it's like redonk, but at the same time, I'm just like, I love just. I mean, I almost kind of love it at the same time. It's like, it's ridiculous to the point where it's too much, but at the same time, it's also amazing. Finally, I learned Dean Conan's book count. It's more effective instead of only to use one gun, and when it runs out, instead of reloading, you already have another one loaded and ready to go. Yep. That's why they say switching to the pistols faster than reloading. And also, if you think about it, like a lot of cowboys would also have like multiple revolvers or like, rifles and shit like that, on their back and hip and shit. So if like, one revolver runs out, holster that bad boy, bloop, got another one, boom, boom. Start using that bad boy. Run out of that one, bloop, get another one out. Start using that bad boy. And when that runs out, bloop, and then just get the other one out and be like, boom, boom, boom. It's like, instead of having to like spend all the time, like, like having to fucking reload the damn thing, at least even back in the black powder days. I mean, maybe in the later 1800s, like 1880s, 1890s, like, when cartridges and bullets, really started becoming more a thing, maybe it's a little different, but even then, you had to like, shoot, 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 shoot. Like you had to fucking like go one by one shit, basically. At best, that was the best. It's like, man, back in the day, honestly, it's kind of nice, back, today, all you have to do is like, or go like, boom, ready to go. Like, it honestly is, these days is so nice to just be, boom, ready to go, boom. And look, I'm not gonna lie, I have practiced when it comes to my reloading. Like, because at the end of the day, if you really want to be efficient when it comes to like, laying down fire, down range, the reloading part is the shit you want to learn about. And I'm kind of a Kalashnikov guy. I mean, I got an AK, so learning the Like, I mean, that type of shit, I've learned that kind of shit by heart, basically. Like, it's one of those things you want to practice a lot. I mean, there's nothing wrong necessarily with practice that shit, especially at home, but just don't be fucking dumb with it. I mean, just don't be fucking stupid. I don't want to go into responsibility about going, kind of rant, but I mean, I'm hoping that at least people understand that shit around here. Because, like, I don't want to go into that. Because, I mean, they could be fun. I mean, there's fun conversation to be had with it, but it's just like you have to at least be responsible with that shit. I ain't gonna be fucking touching these things. I'm having a fun conversation with it. There ain't no fucking reason nor an obligation or a weird idea about touching, the firearms I have or whatever right now. That'd be absurd. I'd be insane and retarded as fuck to do that shit. And fuck any weird bastard that wants to do shit like I'm doing right now and be like, let's go talking to dude. And whatever. It's like, they're fucking insane, dude. That's the one thing why I'm such a major, have gun license and strict accessibility and stuff, because, like, man, there are just too many dumb, weird, amosexual, redneck-ass yokel motherfuckers that just do not give a fuck about this shit. It's like, hey, gun safes are there for a reason. Gun cases, that are stored in a closet or whatever, those exist for a reason. It's like, I mean, I don't even know, bro. It's like, I hate how in the fuck that, the culture around this country is, when it comes to firearms, been so thwarted. Because think about it, like, back in the day, like, even during, like, 70s, 60s, 50s, and before then, like, there was genuinely an incentive and idea about, like, having responsibility when it comes to firearm ownership. But nowadays, it's just like, it's an inherent right, and fuck you, I got mine. And then you can have just, like, an armory of fucking, like, basically that is, as big as, like, a small battalion. It's just insane, dude. There really needs to be a major change in the culture of, like, firearm ownership in this country, because it's really gone pretty wild for way too long. I mean, it hasn't been wild for recently. It's been like this for like what, like 2 decades, at least since Columbine, and prior, or at least even before then, probably, arguably. With someone calm, their important essential sacrifice. Okay, wait, I just had a dark funny thought. Okay, you had heard of PSI martial arts? Yeah, I think seems to go, which is it should speak about authenticity. But for further expansion, it's a martial arts style where someone can hold the opponent essentially. Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's kind of like, telekinetic, energy that they're using, where they're like, like South Park, basically. But the force that they're using is actually physical, and people are basically, supposedly meant to be like, basically that, right? Oh, Zuzu. Hey, buddy. He literally walked over and was like, "Are you okay, Dad?" Yo, Dad, are you okay? He literally right up here. He's like, "You okay, Dad?" Patrick pretending to get beat up by SpongeBob, yes. Yeah, basically. Aw. Well, he, I guess, got distracted by food because now he's. Wait, well, I guess he decided to stop and, chew on his little booty. Eat more food. Foo-foo. Foo-foo. Just walk around it. Just walk around the food bowl. Well, it was. Why over there? Come here. Come here. Come here. Boo-boo. Suzu. Zukoff. Come here. Really? Wow. He curl up in the biggest little ball. He looks like the fattest little burnt up croissant. Goodness gracious. One of them is his PSI martial artists, so we're like, I'm gonna stop a shotgun blast with my face. Long story short, this ended well. Oh, yeah, duh. I don't know if you've ever seen what that looks like, but yeah, it never ends well. I mean, a shotgun blast to any part of the body is never going to end well. I've seen what that looks like on, when it's, honestly, you want to like use it as a target. You want those, those ballistic gels and shit, like those ballistic gel, like, body parts and stuff. I want to get like a head or a torso, dude. I want to get one of those little ballistic gel torsos of a head or something. Like a head and torso ballistic gel and shit. With like the little, like, skull parts and shit inside and all. Dude, that would be so fucking awesome, dude. Dude, imagine if I, like, one of these days, like, go to target practice with one of my homies. And I'm just like, yo, you want to see a fun, target you want to use first? I'm taking the first shots at it, but y'all could take, the second sloppy seconds. And I just whip up this fucking, ballistic gel torso with a head and just like, no! Dude. But when the fucking hilarious to see it. Like a more resort way. yeah, it would. It would be. Because what if we brought one of them along too? Oof. Oh yeah, that's right, you're over here. He's curled up in the fattest little croissant. Is there a way to get him over here? I don't have any treats. I don't have any food for him left. I gave all the snacks for him at the bar. Shit. I have these, but these are for him. These are for me. I mean, the bag itself probably will work. Well, you're looking at me. He's looking at my ass. He's like, hmm? We have a phone over here. This guy keep playing with them. Zoo. Wow. He just laid his head down. It's like, nah. Nah. Wow, bro. He knows, too. He is way too smart for his own good. Defiant little shit. I just want to hold him and be like, you see, little baby. I just want to hold on to him and be like, yeah, you big baby boy. But no. No. I guess not. I honestly don't really want to get up to do it. Because I could pick him up, but I really don't want to do that. I feel like that would probably be a bigger disaster than trying to get him over here. We're going to stop the round midair. Use only my mind. Puts a hand. Puts a hand. You know, stop. Like Nero. Stopping bullets in the Matrix. It fires. Blown off. Half the face. It's like, I'm going to stop this in my mind. It just like half the brain just like splatters across the back of the fucking background, just like. Yeah, well, okay, hold on. What was the last little bit of comment? Maybe if I was just, it's in. I become this one. This was after. We're not encourages, by the way, YouTube. Oh, definitely not. Oh, certainly not. We're just enjoying our fantasies and shit. And all that. I mean, then again, already criticized national selection. I mean, that's why they have the Social Darwin Award, right? Or the Herman Cain Award. There's a reason why the Herman Cain Award and the Social Darwin Award exists. And hey, if people happen to earn those awards, that's not our fault. We just happen to enjoy the schadenfreude of it all, right? That's all. That's all. I mean, so, hey, we can't be faulted for that. Maybe we're against decorum and whatever the fuck. But you know what? Fuck them libs. If them libs want to fucking, freak out about that, then they're a bunch of pussies. Bunch of pussy-ass little bitches. Here. I think I might at least have this last song be our little bow. I'll probably have one more bow in after all that shit. And, dude, I got like pancake and sausage corn dogs ready for me that I'm going to be making tonight. And they're going to be so fire as fuck. I'm not even going to lie. Sausage and maple syrup pancake fucking breading sausage corn dogs, bro. You cannot tell me that is not amazing. I wish I had like some straight up corn, like maple syrup, to kind of drizzle on them bitches just for the extra maple just dankness. But I don't, sadly. But hey, it works. Wait, hold on. I gotta actually pause for a second. Because I love the lyrics of, of those, of that. Dude, that verse, dude. It's like, someone's gotta stand up for the stupid, goddammit. America first. Grab America by the pussy. It's like, dude, Jello Biafra, man. Dude, I love Jello Biafra. Dude, I mean, Jello, dude, there's always room for Jello, bro. There's always room for fucking Jello, man. Because those lyrics right there go way too fucking hard. In the backyard of Brandon's. Oh, dude, you're telling me that right now. Dude, I'm about to fucking eat some food to probably pass the fuck out. And you're telling me this right now? Only if you pick me up. But first, you gotta let me fucking, like, make some food first. You know what, honestly, you want to, like, put a pin on it, maybe, like, for tomorrow or some shit? I'm gonna pick it. God damn it, no! I was actually probably, like, okay, god damn it. Only if I could bring my dog. Only if I can bring my dog! Only if Zuccock comes along. If not, then... No, it's okay. I'm just saying. I will have caveats, but I'm sitting over here being like, I want food, but I need sleep because I got work. But I want food, though. If you ain't feeling it. I mean, there's like a weird part of me that is, but you're gonna have fun, guys. Well, it's actually probably better for me to, at least get some rest, to be honest. So, you know what? Sunday night, though, I mean, maybe, or Saturday night, one of those 2 nights, I mean, if there happens to be something going down, then I'll be down for that. But it's a little, like, what time is it anyway? No! Okay, there we go. Oops, sorry. It's almost 4, dude. It's literally almost. It's 1 minute till 4 a.m. Yeah. Next time. Dude, 4 a.m. right now. Yeah, not a good idea. Actually, I didn't even realize it was that fucking late. To be honest, 4 a.m. Whoa. Look at me. I'm Agna. I have to go to bed because I'm responsible. That's what you sound like. Well, you know what? I'm actually legitimately kind of being like, a responsible being then. Because if it's basically 5 a.m. right now, then, yeah, I'm being a responsible being. Get some food, have a food coma, wake up, for work tomorrow, and go to karaoke, and blah, 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 bada bing, bada boom. There you go, boom. I will admit, I did not realize it was almost 3 in the fucking, or 5 in the morning. So, yeah. I just got done cleaning a dog shit all over the stairs and declogging the sink drain. Trying to have a little fun. Well, I mean, if I did not have any fun tonight, because I already had fun tonight, I'm not trying to smoke a smoke, though. Well, I mean, I'm trying to have food and go to bed. Like I said, I mean, if you want to let them know if they, happen to, maybe on Sunday, especially if they are doing that, then yeah, I'll do it for sure. I mean, if anything, let them know if they happen to be off on Sunday or some shit, then swing by on Duffy's or some shit, to be honest, because I'm going to be doing karaoke over there. So, I know Marcus already knows that. I mean, you don't have to tell him. I'm just saying for Brendan. Oh. Oh, my little dog was sprawled out over here like a little sleepy boy. Oh. So cute. Adorable little bean. little bean. But, you know, I'll just get myself a little food. All that shit. And like I was saying, you know, it's like, definitely get myself some food, get myself a coma and all that shit. So, I think I'll at least do that and call it good for now. But we'll have at least lunch, make a little stream around these, you know, some point tomorrow. Probably between 5 or 6, who knows? Because I definitely know I'm not going to be able to wake up early enough to, like, grab a coffee and do a stream before work or some shit. I know that ain't going to be happening, so at least, you know, we can have a little stream early. But anyway, peace out. Have a good rest of the night. Blue. Hey, come on, press the button. Meh, 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 meh. There we go.